Hey everyone, welcome to Friday Night Live number 24 with Miss Alicia of Young40Mom.
Hello. How many people we got in the room?
0 so far.
Oh, good. It's just you and me.
Yep.
Yeah, I kept telling everybody, I said, y'all, I feel so bad. I missed it last week. I slept right through it. I said, I'm not sleeping through it this time. I'm going to be on camera already, so I'll just switch on over when I'm done.
Well, we got one so far, and it's Huga Homestead, CB.
Hello. Hello.
How are you doing, CB? And she says hi from Huga Homestead.
Where's that located?
You know well, my grandmother just popped up, said 2 now. So hello to my grandmother in the chat.
Is that the grandmother that just waved at us a minute ago?
Yep. Oh, Huga Homestead is in Ohio.
Ohio. Okay.
You know the yarn spelled Hygge?
Yes.
That's actually how they're doing this, and that's how it sounds. A lot of excuse me, people. A lot of people pronounce it Higgy or Hygge or something like that, but it's actually pronounced Huga. I would have never known that.
No, I wouldn't have either.
Oh, you're curled up with your pups. Oh.
Mine will be curled up with me shortly unless Matson took him in there with her, but I think he's out here somewhere.
What? Oh. She says my camera's freezing. But that's normal. Internet connection in this living room kind of goes up and down, so it's like, yeah.
Now you're on your laptop, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When can you use your phone?
As soon as I hit 1,000, but I don't know if I can use my phone from StreamYard or not. I probably could. I've never tried it.
That's what I use mine from. I have a Samsung and I use the StreamYard.
Okay. Well, I'm saying from YouTube directly to go live from just YouTube. I know you on a cell phone you have to have 1,000. So that's one reason why I use StreamYard. And
gotcha.
CB is saying Huga is Danish concept about cozy home. Lots of internet about it. Huh. Well, that's an interesting fact.
That is cool. Oh, I just noticed she said food coma. That'll be me tomorrow. Hey, yep. Melanie.
Hi, Melanie.
And Mary.
Hi, Mary Marceline. Welcome in. Mary, did you ever figure out the graph you were trying to figure out last weekend?
I can't read graphs. I've tried to look at the little symbols, and I have a conversion chart that shows you what it is. I'm a pattern reader. I've always been a pattern reader and a pattern writer. I can't go by the graphs. I've tried.
Yeah, I don't know if I could read a knitting graph. I can kind of read a crochet graph. But I'd also prefer a symbol. I mean, a written pattern.
Written, yeah. I mean, and that may be because that's the way I was raised already. You want to get up there already?
And
Already.
you did figure it out. That's awesome, Mary. CB is saying hygge means cozy, warm blankets, mittens, socks. Makes sense. It's a yarn name.
I just ate a chip. I ate it. Nope.
Oh, Randy.
He doesn't normally do this, does he? Normally he goes up on my shoulder and stays there. That's because mommy was eating chips.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. That's because I'm eating the potato chips. Yeah, we're not having our feast. We're not having our feast till tomorrow. Hi, Patricia.
That's my grandmother right there. Patricia.
Okay. Hi, Grandma. That's rotten.
Melanie says, I just learned to read crochet graph. I'd rather have pattern. Hi, Ramsey. He likes Crystal's voice. Aw.
Yeah, he gets jealous. He can't stand it when I'm talking on my camera.
Mm-hmm.
Even when I'm filming like a tutorial, or if I'm filming for like TikTok or something like that, yeah, I can't stand it. How are you? Yeah, I won't have my food come until tomorrow. Are you? Can I put you? No. Can I put you down now? Where are you going?
He's like, no.
This is rotten. This is not rotten. Thank you. Yes, he's a cutie pie. Rotten. He perches on my shoulder. Can I put you down? Can I put you down? What did he say? You need a bath. All right, go. There you go. Come on. He's just looking at me like, Mom.
But I wasn't done snuggling.
And I know it's not a potty break because I did all that right before I hopped on here.
Yeah.
So how far have you gotten on your dragons? I haven't gone to go check yet.
Do what?
Ooh, 28 degrees. I was asking how your progress is on your dragons. Have you gotten any of them finished yet?
I finished them, I think, last week not last week, the week before. And
did you put a video?
Do what?
I was gonna say, did you put a video up? I'll go watch it.
Yeah, I did. I think it was 2 weeks ago I finished them.
Okay.
And
I'm so far behind.
It's all right. I am too. I'm always behind on everyone's videos. I'm subscribed to over 500 channels now. So.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say something. Oh yeah. Now I'm working on a knitted shawl.
Oh, okay. I gave up on knitting. I made a crop top years and years ago, and scarves, and little knitted booties. My grandmother showed me, my great grandmother showed me how to do booties, and I guess I just have gotten more into crochet that I just totally lost interest with my knitting, which is why I give away all my knitting stuff.
Yeah.
And I've got a ton of knitting needles that I don't know. I just can't. I've tried to pick it back up recently, and I just can't get back into it. So more power to you with that.
Well, switch to the video so you can see. I'll show you the shawl. I forgot you were looking at the comments.
Yeah, let me go back. Okay, go ahead. Oh, that's beautiful.
And then it's got, let me find the camera, open work. Like, see right there?
Oh, wow.
This is the first time I've ever done anything like this, and I'm really enjoying it. It's a
Really?
0 weight yarn.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I've worked with, as far as crochet goes, I've worked with a 2, and then I've worked with crochet thread to make like doilies and bookmarks and stuff, but I don't think I've ever worked with a 0.
Well, that's in between, I think, crochet thread and a 1. You know,
Oh,
it's smaller than a 1 weight, but it's bigger than crochet thread.
okay.
Mary says it turns out that the arrows just mean that that's the way the row is being crocheted. So if I ignore them, it's no big deal. The pattern will turn out okay.
What are you making?
Yeah, my grandmother. Do what?
What is she making? What are you making, Melanie?
Mary.
Mary, I'm sorry.
I know she said it last time. I think it's a blanket with Mickey Mouse on it. I'm not sure. I can't remember correctly.
Oh, wow. That'll be cool. Like a
Melanie
like a
says
grass
that's beautiful, Crystal. I'm practicing knitting. I love my crochet though. Knitting is great too. And Nisi and Chris are here. Hello, welcome in. Yeah, I don't feel bad, Melanie, for liking crochet more. I do too. But right at the moment, I'm really liking working on this shawl. The only thing I do not like is it's 293 stitches long.
Woo! Wow.
With the small weight, that's a lot.
You with crochet and knit is like me with crochet and cross stitch, because I'm torn between the two.
Yeah. Okay, Mary says it's a baby Mickey blanket for her son.
Nice. I bet that is going to be beautiful.
I think you, who the homestead, I think you spell Nisi Niese, or is it, yeah, Se?
Go back to the comment. There you go.
So what are you up to, Chris? Did you ever start anything crochet-wise? Melanie says, oh, wow, that's a lot, Mary. I love Baby Disney. Niese. That's what I was thinking. My grandmother says that it's her first attempt to knit a shawl. Yes, she likes it now, but not in the beginning. I didn't think it would survive her wrath, but she has not quit and she loves it now. Yeah.
Right.
I tried this, I think, a month ago. I tried knitting this shawl and I said, nope, nope. And I never quit on anything. And I quit it. I said no.
Yeah, I understand that. Once I get going, if I don't finish it with knit, I'm never going to.
Yeah. Chris says, no, not started anything yet, laugh out loud. I sure hope to get time. Currently frying up some fish and chips. Oh, yum.
Yeah. We had bean burritos with a red picante sauce that I made from scratch. But I haven't gotten to eat yet. So
oh, no.
I'm hungry. Because we got home right before 6. I was going live on Facebook at 6:30, so I threw everything together, gave it to Maxon, got a bite or two, came rushing over here, filmed that, and then now I'm here with you because we knew that if I didn't get on here tonight, I would probably sleep through tomorrow too.
Yeah.
No, my family's coming tomorrow.
So did everybody
But
have a good Thanksgiving? But what?
food comas. This gives me a chance to relax while I'm on here with you, so I can get some stitching done.
I wouldn't be able to work on this thing and talk. It's got repeats a mile long for, you know, like 20 stitches, and then you repeat that throughout the whole row. That is very hard to, and there's still certain things I can't undo. You know, like there's something called an SKP, where that's you slip one stitch, knit one, and then the slip stitch passes for the knitted one. I did figure out how to undo that, but then there's other stuff that I haven't figured out how to unknit it, or, you know, I don't want to rip it out because then I might lose a stitch. So
right. And that's one thing that I've found as far as like between the difference between crochet and knit. Crochet is more forgiving. Whereas you drop a stitch on knitting, especially if you have like a pattern like you're following, it's a lot harder to fix, you know what I'm saying? Whereas with crochet, we just pull it out and redo it.
Yep.
So yeah, kudos to you on that. So this is me being on here tonight is relaxing because I'm trying not to think about all the stuff that I'm going to have to do when I leave you. So I'm working on a hat.
Oh, that's pretty.
It's a brown color, but I don't know what. I know it's a Red Heart Super Saver, but it's the softer version of the Super Saver. It's kind of like a caramel brown color. And then the other thing I'm working on is with my ice yarn.
Ooh.
With the sparkles. Yeah, different shades of like mauve and purple and blues and lavenders. It's really pretty, but I'm going to make a clutch with that. So I'm just doing it single crochet with a 4mm hook, and I did my bottom in purple, and now I'm going to do my sides, and then I'm going to put a zipper and a lining on it. That's just my mind numbing project. Do you ever have those, like where you have like a mind numbing project where you don't have to think about it and you can just work on it while you're watching TV, while you're relaxing or whatever? That's my mind numbing project. This one, I just have to look at where my stitches are and just do repeats on it. So
yeah,
this one's not bad. This is why I can work on this one. I can knit a pair of booties. I know I should. I actually still have the pattern too, and I remember it, and it's really easy. It's just increase, decreases, knits and purls, and that's it. And so, and then when you get to the end, you just bind it off, and then you stitch the end of it at the heel. But I've gotten to where I really like crocheting my slippers instead of knitting them. But yeah, I should do that, Patricia. Thank you. I know. That would be so great because just about everybody in my family has passed. So yeah, in honor of her memory, I should do that. I should do that. Thank you. I need to pull that old pattern out because it was done on an old typewriter, the way that she typed it up, and so the lettering on it is like off, and it's just it would be great. I should do that. Thank you, Patricia. I appreciate the idea. I should do that.
I will get to that, Mama. Welcome in, Angela. Melanie says, I ate too much, enjoyed the grandchildren also. Well, I'm glad you had some good food and got to see your grandkids. Alicia, Angela says hello to you and me. How are y'all doing today? I am doing fine, drinking water, working on the heel of her knitted sock. We had a great Thanksgiving day. How was y'all's? It was pretty good. My aunt got here Monday and my cousin, and then they left today. So
did you have a good visit with them?
Pretty good.
Oh, good.
So she was the one that got the 3 dragons. So they're going to their new home.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, well that's cool. Yes,
And
Patricia, and Melanie, I will. Well, thank you, Melanie. Patricia wants me to share the pattern. Yes.
I guess so.
Manual typewriter, corrector, self-correcting, and the ink read. Yes, they absolutely changing those ribbons were a pain in the butt. When I took typing in high school, that's what we learned on. And then when I learned how to do what was it? It was, oh shoot, what are those? What were they called? The printers. What were they called before they came out with computers? They were IBM. What were those things called? They were, I can't even. Word processor.
Mom was in there saying IBM.
Was it? Yeah, it was an IBM. It was. I wasn't. I want to say it was a word processor, but no, it was some kind of. Maybe it was. Yes, I took word processing in high school. That's what it was.
Okay.
But we learned to type on manual typewriters. That's what I want to say.
And Lisa the Grammy and Laura Lee Beverland is here. Welcome in.
Hello.
And Melanie says, yes, I practiced for months, just knit and purl over and over, and then I'd get mad and throw it in the floor. My mom laughed at me. I got that way when I first began. I was trying to learn on very small needles with very small yarn, and I practiced with bulky yarn and bigger needles, and I kind of got the hang of it.
Oh, okay, there you go. I like working with, when I knit, I like working with specialty yarns. I preferred knitting rather than crochet because it's easier to slip through the stitches and work them. I found that when I use local, there's a lady that I can get local hand-dyed alpaca yarn that she shears them, she cleans it, she dyes it, she spins it, she does all that.
Wow.
When I use hers, it's better for me to knit than it is for me to crochet with because it gets twisted. But it's beautiful yarn. It's very expensive, but it's worth it. So I don't get to use it very often, but when I do, I will knit. Even though I said I don't knit very often, those I will knit with. I've always used either a size 8 or a 9 whenever I've knit. I've never knitted with smaller needles. And then I discovered crochet Tunisian stitch, and I put down the knitting needles.
Well, these are the smallest I've ever worked on.
Hang on, let me switch back. Oh, come on. Okay, wow, okay. Is that with the 0?
Yeah, it's a 2.5 millimeter knitting needle.
Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, I've never worked with anything that small before.
Well, I knitted 2 pairs of socks, one for my grandmother and then one for me. And I did those on 9-inch circulars. And that was the same size, a 2.5.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of the number that's on the end of the needle, of the knitting needle. I've only worked with 8 and 9. Yeah.
Okay. Well, and Mama had said a minute ago, she wanted me to share the good news. I had got on Instagram, I think about an hour and a half ago, and I was tagged by somebody. I won a giveaway on Instagram. I didn't know what I won, and it's my second win on Instagram ever, and it was from a channel called Sweet Pea Farm New York, and I've already talked to her. She hand spins yarn, and that's what I'm getting. Some hand spun yarn from her. And I think that is so awesome. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's going to be so cool.
Congratulations, that is amazing.
I've tried to
I've
spin
never
yarn. But it's not. It's very thick in one part and then very thin in another part. It goes, you know, maybe from a 2-weight to like a 4-weight yarn. When I spin it, I'm not very good yet, but I just need more practice, I guess.
Gotcha. Now, how do you source out your yarn? Where do you get it from? Your fleece or whatever it would be called. Was it called yarn? Not yarn. It's not yarn yet.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Your down? No, what do you call it? Just your fur? Where do you get your fur?
I don't know. I guess they call it the fiber.
The fiber, yes. I know
Yeah.
it's fur, but yeah, fiber. Where do you get your fiber?
I usually just buy, like, if I want to spin, the one time that I bought it, it was a big long thing of roving yarn, and you just kind of pull it off in strips and then thin it down a little bit, and then you'll spin it.
Yeah, I've seen it done. And the lady I told you about that I get my handmade stuff from, she teaches spinning classes too. And so I've seen how she does that. And it's really pretty how you add colors. If you're adding colors to your fiber as you're spinning it, I think that's fascinating.
I won some fiber from Sadie's Spin Craft a while back, and I've been saving that for, hopefully, I have some fiber on my drop spindle right now, but I wanted to get through all of that I was spinning, and it's just been sitting there. So I haven't started on what I got in the giveaway a long time ago, but it is beautiful. It's like pink, like purple and white, and it's got sparkly stellina in it. So,
oh wow!
Thank you, Laura Lee.
I've never worked with the stellina. Is it different from the Lorex or the other different?
I have no idea. Honestly, I've never come across that I've worked with anything that had stellina in it. It's always said Lurex or something. Oh, Mama said she was screaming fiber. I couldn't hear her. The washing machine was going.
I heard her.
Thank you, Nisi. She also said fiber.
I was like, you know that stuff you work with that you pull and you stick it in the, you know that stuff. Fiber. Oh, I love the holidays, but I tell you what, it seems like all I ever do is go, 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 because, you know, I've got my business going on at the same time. So I'm having to deal with the teenager, the single mom, the holidays, the job, the business, the lives. And I'm like, see, I got more gray. Can you see the more gray? Oh, more bald spots over here, but I got more gray over here.
It's about time to dye mine. I was looking the other day. I could see my roots coming out right here, but I had looked right here, and my gray is showing through this under part that's darker. I'm like, oh, I can start to see my gray coming out. I mean, I'm only 35, but I do have gray in some spots. I'm like, I don't mind it. It just shows that I have wisdom.
There you go. Well, my wisdom started falling out about 5 years ago. I didn't mean to make you choke. No, the only reason why I don't, because you know when I wear my hair down, it's this color. It's all dark, and all the gray is underneath. But I don't. Honestly, the reason why I don't dye it is because I'm lazy, and I don't want the upkeep.
Yeah.
Plus, I get compliments when it's down. I get compliments anyway.
Yeah.
Do what?
I don't do it because it has gray. I dye it because I don't like my natural hair. color. I don't like brown.
What's your natural color? A brown?
Yeah. Well, light brown. So.
Okay. Mine's an auburn color.
I have every color in the book. I've been blonde. I've been brown. I've been black and red. I've been red and then the black underneath. I've done it so many different ways throughout my life. It's crazy.
That reminds me of the song, I can be brown, I can be blue, I could be violent sky, I could be hurtful, I could be purple, I could be anything you like.
I've never heard that before.
Oh, really?
No.
Well, now you have. It wasn't a very good version of it, but all the different colors of the rainbow.
So what is everybody working on? I know Mary's working on a blanket. I know Niecy said she was working on something. I don't know if she actually said what it was. All she said was, I'm busy with yarn on my hook, but I'm here.
What's Tammy working on?
She was working on okay, I know you might have seen them on YouTube. It has like a turtleneck right here, just the turtleneck part, and then you flip it upside down, and then it has a hood attached to it. I don't know. She just finished that yesterday, I think.
Is that similar to what they call a scootie?
It could be.
Scarf and a hoodie?
It could be, yeah. The heck? I think I hear her computer back there. Let's see. Laura says my hair is gray from the roots in the middle of my back. Oh, to the middle of my back. The kids don't want me to dye it. Niecy is working on a spa kit.
Oh, that's cool. I just sold one of those tonight.
Hi, Miss Sheila. Welcome in. How are you?
Hi, Sheila.
What are you working on, Sheila? She just got off work. Niecy says a hooded cowl, and then Lisa the Grammy says a cowl hoodie. So I guess it could be one of those. Yeah. A scooty hoodie cowl thing.
I've seen those. Those are really nice. I'll venture into something new after the holidays. I got my mind-numbing projects I'm good with.
Let's see. Lorelei says I'm knitting a hat and working on a blanket. Melanie says my granddaughter was singing that yesterday, laugh out loud. I'm practicing a sock on DPN needles. Go you. I do not like DPNs, but good luck, Melanie. That's why I did mine on 9-inch circulars.
Oh, yeah.
I was always afraid I would I tried DPNs on a hat one time and I did not like working with them. I got confused at where my beginning was and everything.
What's DPN?
Double pointed needles. You know, the ones that are like sets of 2 or 3 or 4 or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not for me. That's not for me. I would lose my stitches. Don't you? They've got rubber stoppers you can put on the end of them, though, right?
Yeah, they do.
Okay. Yeah, I'd have to have that because I know me and the way these animals are around here. There's no way. Yeah, no.
You're welcome, Melanie.
Ooh, good luck with that. I can't.
My grandmother was trying to knit a sock on double pointed needles. And then we ordered her 2 9-inch circulars so she could work on both socks at the same time, like do the cuff on one and then start and do the cuff on the other one at the same time. And she's gotten one sock down to the toe where you do toe decreases. And now she's got her other sock where she's working on the instep of the foot. And so she's almost done with her pair of socks.
That's cool. Is it going to be a gift?
No, she's just doing them for herself.
Oh, that's cool.
She tried, I think how many years ago? I think she might be on the phone. I think she said about 50 something years ago, she tried to do a sock. How long ago was it when you made your first sock?
53 years ago.
53 years ago, she tried her first sock. The second one did not come out the same, so she never made any more. And she was using bigger yarn, she says.
She was using what yarn?
Bigger yarn then.
Can't put it on over my bun.
Lorley says, I am at the decrease on the hat. DPN's next. Sigh. Aw.
Ooh, yeah. More power to you. I can't. No, I'm good.
Melanie says, yes, I ordered 9-inch circulars too, 2 millimeter and 2 millimeter DPNs. Because I was using the Crazy Sock Lady's vanilla sock tutorial. And she does like really long socks, and I like the short socks. So what I did was I did 5 rows of knit 2, purl 2, and then 5 rows of just knit in the round. And then I went into the heel flap and did everything from the tutorial from that point on, and just cut out all the it was like you were wearing knee-high socks. I don't do that.
Oh, gotcha.
So I just cut off a lot of the section.
Hey, whatever works. That's with me with some of these. When I'm making some of these hats or messy buns or ear warmers, I don't like them past a certain spot. Or if I find a pattern like that, I change it up. I always change it up.
Yeah. And Nisi says she's putting down my hook for some Rocky Road ice cream.
Ooh.
We'll enjoy your ice cream.
That is one thing I do miss. The Rocky Road.
Well, I know it's too cold right now for ice cream for me. At 6:30 it was 45 degrees outside.
We got up to 52 today.
Oh, wow. I think we were in the high 60s, mid 60s. And then at 5:30, 5:15, it was 50 degrees. 6:30, it had dropped down to 45 degrees. So it might even be in the 30s tonight.
Oh. We've gotten down to 22. This past week.
Wow.
But I'm at the foothills of the mountains, though.
Yeah. It's 31 degrees where Lauralee is right now. Man.
Oh, she's gonna be. Are you up north, Lauralee? I'm switching over to my chat. It's not going to let me. There we go. Oh, look.
She's in Idaho.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Free Handley made it. Her name's Nisi.
Okay, that's who you were talking about, Niecy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Melanie says, I love the Crazy Sock Lady. Yes, I shortened them too. It's so cold in western Northern Carolina and it's windy. Wow.
Okay, well then she's close to me if she's in the western side of North Carolina. Because we are about, I want to say maybe 20 miles from the North Carolina, 25 miles from the North Carolina border. So I'm going to say around Murfreesboro, North Carolina. Yeah. So yeah, so we're at the foothills of the Smoky Mountains. So she's got to be, and she's the western side. She's around the Appalachian, Blue Ridge Mountains, and the Smokies. They all run together. Crystal, do you guys have mountains where you're at in Texas?
I don't think so. I really don't know. Supposedly they say Texas is not flat. Because when you, oh, Mama says there are mountains in the Panhandle.
I was born in Austin and we lived there for about a year, but I was so little I don't remember none of it.
Yeah.
Well, Melanie, you're in Asheville. I went to boarding school at Fletcher, North Carolina, and Henderson and Fletcher, so I wasn't far from you at all.
Oh, Laura Lee's at the foothills of the Rocky Mountains.
That's awesome. Well, I told myself I wasn't going to buy any more crafty stuff because, you know, I'm destashing on my channel. So I'm wanting to use the stuff that I have. Well, guess what I did today?
You bought something.
I did not buy yarn, though. Matson looked at me and said, she said, Mom, you are not going to look at yarn. I said, I'm just going to look at it. They've got it on sale. We went to Joann's. They got it on sale. Let me just go look. Now, y'all don't know, if you don't know me, that's my 14-year-old daughter that went with me. But, no, they had all their Hindley and Joe, I can't think of the name of it. Their string beads from $3.99 to $14.99 for Black Friday, and it was an accident that we found it. $1.99. So,
oh, wow.
I couldn't pass that up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Even so I would have bought that.
Yeah. So I got some beautiful crystal charms. I only got 6. I only got 6 strands. So I was trying to restrain myself. Matson, she spent more than I did. She spent almost $60. I only spent 13. So I did good. But I have them put away. So that I can make some more of my earrings because I got some really pretty crystals, butterflies, and some other gems. So, yeah, they've got some great sales going on right now. So, yes, no, Mommy cannot buy yarn. Mommy's not allowed to buy yarn because Mommy would have nowhere to put her yarn. I am not nowhere.
I know what you mean. I'm almost out of places to put it.
Yeah. I mean, like, I've got, you know, my closet's full. My craft room is full. And the side of my wall is full in my bedroom. And also behind my door is full. And then, you know, the projects that I have on the couch, I just can't. I can't. I just can't. I want to because they keep coming out. And Crystal, Crystal Bago Day, she teases us. And she shows us all this new stuff that's coming out, and she shows us all these great new independent companies, and I'm just like, y'all are killing me. I just can't. I can't. Even if it was gifted to me, I would be excited when I open up the box, but then I would be like, where the heck am I going to put this? I don't even have room in the trunk of my car anymore. Well, I will say that the trunk of my car, the reason why I don't have room in the trunk of my car is because that's where, when I do my lives on my Facebook for my Christmas sales, as I'm showing it, I'm putting it in boxes and putting it in the trunk of my car because I run into people in town who want to buy stuff and I've got it handy. So that's the only reason why I don't have room in my trunk. Otherwise, I probably would find a spot for it somewhere, I'm sure. Under the bed. I can't do it under the bed. My bed is it's a waterbed platform that has drawers, and my drawers are what I keep my clothes in. Otherwise, I probably would stash under my bed. But I have a walk-in closet and it's full.
Mama also said the attic, of course.
That's a good idea. I don't have one, and the one I do have, I don't think you'd want anything up there, but that would be a good place. I could start stashing stuff in Matson's closet, I suppose. That would be funny. She'd kill me.
Lisa the Grammy, I just seen this comment. I lived in El Paso for 4 years. There is a small ridge there. They call it a mountain. I call it a big hill.
That's a big hill.
Yep. Crystal is called the enabler. Yeah. She always tells you about all the good deals companies are having when there's a sale. I've even went and bought when, you know, say if she said Mary Maxim is having a sale, just an example, I would go check it out. I'd look around and eventually end up finding something.
Yeah, I look. I'll look.
I was looking at Hobie's sale, the Black Friday sale that Hobie was having, and I so wanted to get some of that. And their Horizon cakes, they're originally $21.80 or 90 cents for one cake, and they were 58% off. They were like $9.10. I'm like, oh, I wish I could get one of those.
Yeah. Yeah, they're nice. They're really nice.
Lisa the Grammy says, I have one bookcase with yarn on it. Well, how big is the bookcase?
Yeah. I would need 3. No, probably no, I'd need more than that. Let's see. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 walls full of yarn. That's not counting the stuff I have scattered in the living room. You walk into my house, I don't dust. I used to dust. I used to do all that stuff. You can, when you walk in my house, you know from the time you walk in that door, I'm a cracker. It is so obvious. And it's like, yeah, she don't keep her house clean, but she's got stuff everywhere. Let me rephrase that. I do clean my house. I'm not nasty. Everything has its place. We'll just say that.
Yeah.
Everything has its place. It's organized and it is straight. There's just stuff everywhere.
That's kind of like my room. Everything is put in its place. And I have so much stuff crammed into one small little room. It's like everywhere you look, there is something. Every wall you look at, there is either a poster or a picture, or just like in here, like you see these pictures above my head. There's pictures on walls, and it's just when you walk in this living room, you can tell we are crafters also with this cover here. And since my grandmother's not in here, let me see if I can turn this. There is a place right here that has shawls sitting right here on this little rack.
Okay. Uh-huh.
It's a quilt rack, but we put the shawls on it. Now my camera's. And then over here is my craft corner that sits in the living room. And over here are some more blankets over there. So, and then
Well,
also this sits in the living room. This is my, if I can get it up, this thing that has my big old blanket that I've been working on for like the last almost 2 years.
I got you. Well, you know, I've been doing
blanket.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's Caron latte cakes.
I love those. They're so soft. I love the fuzzies. I made some fingerless gloves that I showed tonight out of that, and it's just gorgeous. So soft. Well, I'll show you. I was gonna say I don't have anything. I'm at my desk, so I have, you know, this is my desk. I've got my computer going up there. These are all my labels and my stationaries and things, and then I have a pockets underneath. There's no crafting stuff. It's got all my giveaway stuff there. But over here, well, there's Ellie. But these boxes, can you see? Let's see if I can get them all. Okay, so these boxes are full of, let's see if I can get over here too, crafty stuff that I'm selling on my Facebook page. So as I'm showing them, oh, see, now I knew I was going to drop you again. There we go. As I'm showing them, I'm putting them in the boxes, I'm labeling the boxes, and I'm setting them aside. Like I said, I've got organized clutter. It's organized. I know what it is. But as I'm showing them, I'm putting them in the boxes and I'm setting them aside, because if I don't, and then the cats, I've got the boxes tiered up, so the cats, like, each one takes a turn sleeping on a different tier. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 7 paper boxes full of stuff that I've already shown, and I've got like 12 more boxes of stuff.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if I need to be embarrassed or if I need therapy, because I think I'm in trouble.
Well, if you saw how many shawls I've made over just the 2 years that I've been crocheting, they're all in my closet in my room. I mean, I probably have 20 in there. Because it's my favorite.
Some paper boxes? That's too funny. Oh, we just can't stop. You know what I mean? It just can't stop.
Mom also throw out the food and use the pantry. Put yarn in.
Yeah, I've gotten creative over the years. Now, when I was married, when I would buy crafty stuff, I had to figure out, because I didn't want him to know how much money I was spending. So I was in charge of the budget. So he would get his allowance, and then I would get mine. And of course, I'd spend mine on crafty stuff. I didn't crochet as much back then. I more cross-stitched back then. So it's easier to hide cross-stitch stuff than it is yarn. So I had a drawer that I could put all my cross-stitch stuff in, because, you know, thread is small and fabric is flat and patterns are flat. And, you know, I only had like 2 hoops at the time. I think I have like 30 now. I'm not kidding. But lay them flat. And so I had this one drawer, and he would never know of what I got. But then when we split up, that's when I got more into my crocheting. And I said, you know, it's my money, it's my house, I can do what I want. And I've been going crazy ever since.
Dry. My grandmother said, put it in totes under hubby's workbench in the garage.
I have the majority of my stuff in totes in the craft room. In the walk-in closet, I have hanging shoe racks, and I have really big boxes full. And then I have them stacked in those, you know, those Ziploc bags that you can get that you slide underneath the bed. Those are great to put them in too, because it protects your yarn and keeps it from, you know, bugs and dust and things like that. Those are great. I have those in my closet as well. But this is what I do, Crystal. I don't know if this is what you do, but what I do is I'll get an idea of a project that I want to do, something in my head. And so I'll go in my closet because my walk-in closet is connected to my bathroom. So when I get out of the shower and I have to go in my closet to get my clothes, I look at the yarn and go, ooh, I could make such and such with this. And I start pulling out my yarn and I set it on my bed, or I set it beside my bed. And then later on, I'll look and go, why did I pull those out? I can't remember what project I was going to do. So I have to write it down because, you know, me getting older, my memory's not as good as it used to be. So that's what I'll do. I see my colors. I don't go to buy yarn specifically for a project. I usually will look and see my yarn and say, okay, I can make this. That's what I do. I know some people will purposely go just to buy certain yarns for certain projects, but I have such an abundance of it. I just get like this, for instance, this sparkly yarn that I got from Ice Yarn. I looked at it and I went, because, you know, when you did the mosaic challenge, when we did the purses, that's when I saw this, and I was going to do a mosaic with this one, and I thought that would be really pretty because I could intertwine it with like a solid gray with the sparklies. I thought that would be really pretty. But this is a 3-weight, and the gray that I picked out was like a 4. So I pulled it all out. I threw the zipper away because it wasn't working out right, and I used a 4.0 millimeter hook, and now I'm working on this clutch. I think it's going to be really cute. But that's my process. I didn't mean to hog the conversation. I am so sorry, guys. Okay. I know you guys are sharing. I do that to you every time, don't I? I'm so sorry.
It's fine. I enjoy it. Our conversations are interesting. Well, to answer your question, I'll look at a yarn that I have, or like when the Hobby Lobby sale happened and I got the yarn this time, I'm sitting here looking at certain ones. Oh, that would be pretty as a shawl, or that one there's enough here I can make a sweater out of that. But when I want to make something, like say Bagaudet releases a new tutorial for a shawl and I really want to make it, I'll go and I'll have to look through my stash and find one that is calling me for that pattern.
Right. Yeah. That's what I do. It's like you shop in your own house.
Yep. Laura says, I moved my craft room to the front room because it's bigger. I never used the front room, and that is where the propane heater is, so I'll be warmer.
Oh, there you go. That's perfect. That's a good idea. I should do that to my living room.
And she got a cheap $5 shelf bookcase from Big Lots.
Oh, I'll have to go check those out. Once a month they'll have a 20%. Oh, really? Oh, we have them in just about in every city around here in Tennessee.
There's probably one further south, like towards Houston, but not in the town we live in.
Ah, gotcha.
Laura Lee says there's a difference between clutter and dirt.
Yes. Yeah. And I don't apologize like I used to. I used to apologize. I'm so sorry. Please don't look at my mess. But you know what? I've gotten to where it's like, it's mine. It's okay. They don't like it. They don't have to be here.
Lisa the Grammy says, I have one queen size and one king size blanket. I have given away everything else that I have made.
I tend to do that myself. So for you keeping those shawls, hats off to you, because I don't. My thing is, I'll make something and go, I'll give it away, and then I'll go, I wish I kept that for myself.
And the sad thing is, I've worn a shirt, a crocheted shirt that I made. I wore it one time, and then there's another crocheted shirt. I've worn that one maybe 3 or 4 times. But there is one poncho I love to wear that I made, I think, a year or so ago. And that is the one I wear mostly.
Oh,
everything
yeah,
else I have made just kind of sits there.
I understand. I get. What's that?
It was a 5-level shelf, not $5. I said that completely wrong. She says it was about $20 when I bought it about 20 years ago.
I paid for my 72-inch bookcases that I have in here. I have 3 of them. I want to say I got them at like Office Depot. We had an Office Depot that was going out of business here. I think I got them for like $40 a piece, and now they're like $89.95, something like that each.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but that was 25 years ago that I bought those. I am making a mess.
I know at least half the shawls that I've made are Bagode.
She's got some amazing patterns. I get a lot of stuff from her. And Happy Berry, she's another one that has some really good tutorials.
I know that one. My mom's favorite, like, I am a bit, like, when I want to make a shawl, I usually go and look at Bagode's tutorials. Yeah. But now that I have her thumb drive, I can look through her thumb drive. But my mom's Bagode is Hooked by Robin. That's her favorite crochet channel.
That's who I meant, Hooked by Robin. She's the one I think I got I want to say the little keychain pattern for the, let me see. I just showed them.
The little flower.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, those are cute.
Nope, that's not. Dang it. Where'd I do it? Ugh. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
I did all different. Well, they're strung together, that's by accident. Dang it. Oh, there we go. There's a one. But yeah, that's where I got her pattern for this, and I changed it around with all the different colors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's very thorough. I love her pattern. She explains it really well too.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of others that I like to really watch, but I can never remember their names. I just know I go through. But Hooked by Robin is one of them that I do like to watch.
Yeah.
Bob Wilson was another one. She hasn't really done it. Oh, Nostalgia.com. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm. I think I was subscribed to her YouTube channel at one point, I think.
Nostalgia. Donna Wolf is the one that usually gets on there. I'm on her Facebook too, I think. She's one I like to watch that has really good tutorials, my go-tos. And then there's another lady that speaks Spanish, and I can't think of her channel name, and I would probably screw it up if I said it right anyway. She's got some really good tutorials, and she puts the American across the top. She'll put the English version of what she's speaking so that I can see what I'm doing. Oh, sorry, I had to check my laptop before it dies. But yeah, so yeah, that Crystal is the first go-to when I'm looking for like a sweater pattern. There's 2 of them that she has that I really enjoy working and doing, and then of course now hats, and she's just awesome. You got the thumb drive. That's awesome.
she had put it on sale. I don't know how long ago it was, for $35. And I'm like, Mama, Mama.
Are you kidding me?
No, because
Wow.
me and Mama went half on it. She paid half and I paid half, and we were able to both, we can both use it since we both have laptops. So we went in half and got it, and we were like, yay.
Yeah, because what didn't she have it for, like, it was like $150 or something like that? Because it's over 300
I think
patterns.
it was originally 125, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Wow.
I
That
remember
is
when she
awesome.
dropped it down to 55, and I'm like, oh, and, well, or maybe it was 60, and I was like, well, if the three of us went in, like me, my mom, and my grandma went in 3 ways, 60 would still be, pretty easy to manage. But when I saw 35, I'm like, Mama, we got to do this. We don't know how long it's going to be on this cheap.
Please, if you see that again, let me know.
I definitely will.
I'm destashing, but
off the thumb drive already.
That would be awesome. I have a YouTube program that I have on my laptop that I paid for the year that will download playlists. And I started doing that, and it would be so much easier if I had it already on the thumb drive, and then that way I wouldn't have to sort through it or whatever. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I got daughters coming out. I got dogs barking. I got ex-husbands messaging me.
I can hear the vibrating.
Sorry.
It's okay.
No. And then when I leave you, I got to go cook for tomorrow.
Yeah, it's I think it's 9:00 where you are right now, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we've been on here a little over an hour, so we'll probably wrap it up here, and then you can go and do what you need to do, and it won't get any later. And eat, because you have not ate your dinner yet. So
snacking.
Salt and vinegar. Ooh.
Well, I'm addicted to their pickle chips, but for some reason you can't find them anywhere around here right now because of the way the shortages are. Mm-hmm. So when I see them, I snatch them up. This was my first love before they came out with the dill pickle chips.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to end up eating this whole dang bag.
My grandma says, did the ex hear my suggestion about his workbench?
That's funny.
She said, you heard from him, so maybe he heard the suggestion and is messaging you.
That's possible. No, he's looking for.
I still have not heard from my my winner yet, so there's still a chance that I might have to redraw. But yeah. All right. Happy Friday to everyone. Take care and stay safe. And also this Sunday on Coping with Yarn's channel, the 5 Yarnaholics will go live at, I believe, 3 p.m. Central Time. So I just actually remembered that earlier today to mention that. I don't know if we're doing giveaways on the live or not, but we will soon find out. Alrighty. Well, take care, everyone. Thanks for coming in and talking with us. And I will see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.